Sup chicksquad, my name is Chicksquad. This is my YouTube channel. Hi, welcome back to a new series on this channel called the Animator Zone, where we take your favorite animators from this community and give them questionable questions. Now, joining me for this first ever episode, the one, the only, the strong boy, the British strong style, GSD. Now say hi, GSD.
Hey.
Now, before we begin, let's give GSD a British welcome. So let's get right into this interview. Not many people know this, but the first time I met GSW, he asked me, "Where's the beans?" He would constantly ask me this, and for some reason, this would make me scared of him. Fun fact. I also wanted to ask someone this very, very important. When you go and film at stores, because I've seen you do figure hunts before, do you get strange looks?
People don't look too much. I just basically when I film, they don't even look because many people aren't really in the store. So whenever I go, so it doesn't really matter if they look at me. Sometimes you have to ask to film, but that's it.
What made you upload a lot more content on your channel? Because you started your YouTube career like 5 years ago, but uploaded around 6 or 5 videos a year. But just recently, this year, you uploaded crazy amount of content.
When I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't really have any strive or direction with the content that I was making. But since I finished mainstream school, I've been able to get more time to do what I want. So the content has been.
Where did you create the name GSD? And before you answer, you know that you're a handful of stop motion wrestling creators that doesn't have W in their name, like JWG, JWS, and so on.
The name GSD is actually my first initial of my first name, the first initial of my second name, and the first initial of my last name. That's how I came up with the name.
Do you ever plan on doing anything besides wrestling stop motion?
Yeah, I do other wrestling figure content, based like unboxings and toy hunts and stuff. But when it comes to stop motion, I think we're gonna stick to the wrestling because it's what I enjoy doing. And
how did you manage to live stream for almost 7 hours at one point? Because you live stream yourself watching WrestleMania, and you never took a break, which is amazing.
on the live stream, I just watched the show and tried to enjoy it. When the Hardy Boys came back, it was a very emotional moment for me, as they were my favorite tag team when I was younger. So, yeah, I managed to get through it because I enjoy the sport and I love watching wrestling.
What made you go or get into wrestling? What made you get into wrestling?
I think when I was a kid, my older brother's friend showed me some wrestling, and we were talking about wrestling in school and stuff back when I was younger. So that's what really got me into it, and it was very interesting to watch back in the day when Chris Benoit and stuff was still around.
What do you do when you get unmotivated or feel like crap?
Feel unmotivated, I try to motivate myself, but when that doesn't work, nothing works. But most of the times I get myself motivated by watching some of my content, seeing how well they've done, and that gives me motivation to make more.
Do you ever plan to keep doing GSD next 3 or 5 years?
Depends on what I'm really doing in 3 to 5 years. If this will continue in 3 years, I'll be 20 years old, so maybe be going to work and stuff, but I will probably keep the hobby going as long as I can.
Who are the animators that you like in this community?
I like PTW animations, JWG, you know.
Wait, did he just say my name? Bud Boy!
DSW, XIW, all of them. People with so much about stories, yeah, because they're really, and Suplex Network, because they're quite good people and they're good to talk to in the community.
What's your thought on the stop motion community?
I can get a little toxic at points because people get jealous that you're doing better than them, even though their content may be better in stop motion wise, but the people like to watch you over them. But that's the only reason that people get jealous, and that's the only reason I don't like it so much.
Do you plan on doing more figure hunts or just vlogs in general?
I do plan on doing more toy hunts and figure videos when it comes to it, whenever I'm able to go and do it, because due to COVID, and lockdowns and stuff, it's not really been possible at the moment. But we'll get back into it at some point.
Well, GSD, thank you for coming on the first ever episode of the Animator Zone. Thanks everyone for watching, and we would have clapped you off the British style, but considering I already burned my freaking self, we're not gonna do that anymore. I don't want another accident. That's what my mom said. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna salute you. I'm gonna give you a good night, goodbye, and hey, maybe you'll see your favorite animator here. Good night, goodbye, bang.